Well, if you've ever worked long enough on mechanical equipment, nuts, bolts, etc., you've run into this problem that I had to make something to get around it, and that is at times you have a nut or a bolt, a nut generally, that you cannot get at with your fingers to begin threading it on. And so I've made a couple of tools here, and I'm going to show you what I did. And I'm calling this the Impossible Nut Starter. So to give you a close-up before I give you a demo, it's just a piece of aluminum. It's got a bend in it now. I can bend it to whatever shape I want. And there's a little stud just on the back here. You can see that's actually a 3/16 bolt that I cut off and just left the shank, drilled a hole and threaded it through. So it's made up of that piece, which is to hold the actual nut in place. And then I have this, which is an aluminum strip, and I sprayed it with a rubberized coating to give it some traction. And finally, I made this, which is basically a little tray that I can stick in to catch a nut and washers when they fall off, when it's in a place I can't get my hand at. So I'm going to put some of this equipment to use here. I'm going to put it in my vise, and I'm going to give you a demonstration because this tiny little gadget saved me hours and hours of frustration. So I'll put this in and I'll show you what it does. Okay, so we've got the, I've got a bolt in the vise. Now this is just to simulate a stud sticking out of an engine or out of a piece of equipment. And now imagine that I just can't get my fingers in there to get the nut started, no matter how you do it. And that becomes a real challenge. So what I've got here, again, this is what I call my nut starter. So that little shank. So I've got some washers. I'm just going to put one washer on, then I'm going to put the nut. And the reason I'm putting the washer, based on the thickness or the width of the nut, is because I want, now I can push this up against the threaded stud, and well, you can see it's actually grabbing the first thread, and that's the whole idea. If I take this washer off, it's not grabbing the thread, so it won't have an easy start. So basically, where I just used this, there was a vacuum pump, and this stud was absolutely inaccessible with your fingers. I could put a nut in between a tiny pair of long needle nose and get it there, but there was no way to turn it without it falling. So it wasn't the first time I did this job, and I had to make something to make it doable. So now that I have this, basically, I can reach in through a very long ways with this rubberized piece. All I have to do, and this is bent the way I needed it because it had to go underneath the pump up the other side. So now I just put it in front here. I put it on approximately on the stud, and then with this, I can basically roll the nut, and lo and behold, the nut is on. So again, I went through this same process about a year ago with the same vacuum pump, and I spent 2 hours trying to get this nut started. And the only way I could do it was to hang it with a piece of wire and try and put pressure and spin and spin and rotate. And I dropped it about 100 times and had to go find it and pick it up underneath and over and over and over again. As you can see how simple that was to get on there. And now I basically made this. So when it's in a place you can't get at and you don't want to lose your pieces or parts, I can basically do the same thing, and I can just undo the nut and it lands in my little tray. I can then pull it out and I've got it. If there were washers on there, with this again, I can push the washers, lock washers off, they land in here. Anyway, that's my little gadget. I call it the Impossible Nut Starter, but I thought someone might find this useful because it saved me hours and hours of frustration, and I know it's going to come in handy again in the future when I have more of these situations. I may even make a couple of different sizes of this for different nut sizes. It's critical that the shank be just one size down so this slides over, but it also has to be big enough that it centers the nut. So when I push it on there, it's all centered and in place just to thread on. Anyway, if you find that useful, please like and subscribe to my video.